Hello, Capricorns. All right, Capricorns, let's just jump right on into your reading. Let's see what kind of week you all are going to have, Capricorn. So, technically, we are still in a full moon phase. So, for those of you all who follow me on TikTok and Instagram and also the YouTube shorts, I do have full moon phase rituals you can go check out over there, right? I'm going to upload the waning gibbous moon rituals for those of you all, because technically we're in a phase, but if you have a moon calendar, it'll say waning gibbous moon, right? So I'll upload that as well for those of you all who like to learn about the phases, right? All of these videos are timeless, so take what resonates with you. Just take what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go to QueenAmunRa.com. You can go to QueenAmunRa.com. So thank you for joining me here. I appreciate all the love. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. We try to have a lot of fun over here learning, teaching and learning and exchanging good energy, all those wonderful things. The moon is currently in Libra, and we are in eclipse season. So we just had a full moon in Virgo. Virgo rules 6th house. That's the house of health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices. So find out what your zodiac sign is in 6th house, right? So I'm also teaching you about the houses and things like that, because a lot of people want to know, so I'm teaching you about that as well. So that's what 6th house is all about, and Virgo rules that house like you all rule 10th house, right? So and so 10th house is all about the calling on your life, and 10th house is, like I said, career, life goals, achievement, public image, masculine aspect of ourselves, the social status, fame, all those things. And so yeah, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. All right, I've already cleared the space, already prayed and asked Most High God for complete and total clarity to block and stop any dark magic, hexes, anything that could disrupt this reading, and also to protect me as I channel your messages for your reading. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. I'm talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. So I'm talking to my my cross watchers as well. So check to see where Capricorn is in your birth chart. And let's start out with stop dating people that represent your shadow. You healed that part of yourself. Stop dating people that represent your shadow. That's your past. That's a dark part of yourself, right? That's a dark part of yourself. You've already healed that, right? And this is going to be perfect as we're coming up on this. We're in an eclipse season, right? And you can take that literally and figuratively, right? So let's say you come from an area where people are just shady in where you grew up. They just shady. They only date people for money. They messy. They gossip. They this and that. Maybe that's how people are where you came from. Maybe you're in a whole new area right now where people are just different. They down to the accent. They could talk different, use different terminology, whatever. It's just a different vibration, a bit different vibe, where you are now. So sources saying, yeah, there may be some aspects of home where you came from that you miss, but you may not miss that same circulation of just that messiness, the people in the darkness, or, people who don't have a problem with sleeping with other people's significant other, or just to kind of whatever. But sources saying, stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You already healed that part of yourself, right? It's time to move on. And so, this moon that we have coming up on, like right now, the moon is in Libra. If you're watching this video on Sunday, the 16th, but on Tuesday, the 18th, the moon will have moved into Scorpio. We're not talking about any Scorpios, just like we're not talking about any Libras that you know. Scorpio rules 8th house, and 8th house is about karma. And so last year was the year 8, 2024, right? And so the 8th house is all about renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, occult, mystery, intimacy. We know occult is like a secrets, right? Secrets, discovering secrets, right? not a cult, but occult, OCCULT, right? So it's the saying, a lot of things that you discovered about yourselves, a lot of things you discovered about yourself. So you're not trying to go back to any karmic relationships that you've discovered certain things about yourself. Now we're in the year 9. 9 is Sagittarius rules 9. We're not talking about any Sagittarius that Sagittarius is the temperance card, right? So the temperance card is like you seeing things from a higher frequency. That means that you have resolved some things within yourself, whatever that means, like in terms of your sexuality, is in terms of death. Death is not always in a physical sense. Death is always in terms of when people move on or when cycles close out, and how you process when cycles close out. People handle the ending of things differently. Some people, when loved ones move on with their lives, some people can't really handle it. Some people have nervous breakdowns. That is not abnormal. It doesn't make you crazy, strange, spooky, or weird. Some people just need more support than others. Some people open up and they overshare. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sources say you discover some things about yourself, right? You're leaving your shadow, the way you dated, behind. All right, we're going to dive right in. Sometimes you don't know that you're in a karmic relationship until you know. The end. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. The dark side of 8. 8 is a money exchange number. It's a karmic number, but it's a money exchange number. The dark side of 8, that's the light side of 8, is a money exchange number, right? The top window is, for your vision, your spiritual vision, right? So source gives you the vision. The dark part is the goods, products, and service. You are the good product and service. Like, your self-worth, right? I'm trying to tie all of this in for you all. But the dark side of 8 is someone who succumbs to passive and powerless behavior, or someone who's egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. That's what makes it a karmic relationship. So, somebody who feels like they know what's best for you in terms of your self-worth, knowing that you are money. You are money. If you know your self-worth, and then you know that you are money. So you're not going to just accept anything and anybody who's telling you you're not making money fast enough. You're going to tell them to hit the road, Jack, or Jane, or Jill, or whoever. You hit the road, Jack. You know your self-worth, right? So I saw this video before I laid the cards out. I saw this video where this guy was on social media. This was on YouTube, where he was interested in talking to this young lady, and she was living in, I guess, this apartment complex or whatever. And she was telling him that she, kind of turning her nose up at him because he lived in the same apartment complex she lived in. She didn't have a car. I don't know if he had a car or didn't have a car, whatever, but she wanted him to have more than what she had. He had his own apartment, but she was still living at home. They were the same age or whatever. And I'm just like, what? Like, basically, these are two young adults, like, just kind of sort of getting their lives started, and she wanted him to have more than what she had. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, what in the world? So anyway, so yeah, so I was just saying, stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You healed that part of yourself. Like, come on now, let's get it together. All right, let's put it out there on the table. Let's put it out on the table. Here we have Ace of Pentacles. You got big money coming across your path. I don't know if y'all remember me saying this years ago. Source will slow down your money to a complete halt, and to show you all the energies around you before releasing your money to you. To expose the intentions of every single person around you before releasing your money. And you'll be sitting there confused, won't know why your money is slowing down, until Source exposes every single intention of people around you. And people are so confused by it. They're like, oh my God, my money took a hit. They'll be looking at the economy. They'll be looking at, oh, okay, it's because my friends, their money not, it must be something that's going on. So it's like, nah, I'm exposing them. Don't get confused. I'm exposing them. I'm exposing them people around you. So a new venture is coming your way, a raise or promotion or some kind of investment is coming across your path. Prosperity is coming across your path. An opportunity is coming across your path. Source needed to expose some people around you all. Don't get that twisted. Here we have Three of Pentacles to get you off of some energies who were not on your team. So you can learn how to be more conservative with your time. Some energies did not see you as a team player. I keep trying to tell y'all, I keep saying it. Y'all will be looking at everything else as your earth sign, and you're looking at the physical existence of things. But remember, you got to say to your credit, you all are divine feminine energies, Capricorns. I'm talking to men and women. So money is attracted to you all. When you know your worth, you won't just accept just any old thing. Remember, Venus and Mercury are currently retrograde. So Mercury, and remember, planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace. So let me slow this down and teach for a second before we keep going, because you got big money coming in. So Source is saying, do not keep going back to the same energy that Source delivered you from. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and otherwise, do not go back to your shadow self. Learn the lesson, cry it out, release it, detox it out, whatever you got to do. But get it out of your system so you can move on. This is what you prayed for. You prayed for some big money to come across your path. It is coming across your path. Okay? So let's slow this down for a second. Venus rules Libra and it rules Taurus. Taurus rules second house. Second house is personal resources, your money, your habits. So if you got a habit of keep dating your shadow self, guess what? You're going to keep learning that karmic lesson. You keep dating the same people expecting a different result. You're going to keep learning the karmic lesson. Keep wondering why. I just need to know. I just need them to tell me why they keep breaking my heart. You're going to keep learning the same lesson. Second house is all about habits, possessions, values, financial security, self-worth, and income. So Taurus rules seventh house, and remember Venus, Taurus is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. But the dark side of Venus, it can be vain, vengeful, green with envy, right? Now it also rules Libra. Libra rules seventh house. Seventh house is all about marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and enemies. It will also expose your enemies in business, romantic relationships, marriages, all those things. Source was trying to protect somebody from marrying some energies, because Source has the foresight, the creator has the foresight of who will clean you out and take you straight to the cleaners. If they knew, people know you, that you're a hardworking sign. I keep trying to tell y'all one of the hardest working signs, and y'all incredibly smart and wise. Source already knew big money was coming across your path. So people they can't fake it and say, okay, we want you to be a part of the team. Source was just exposing people to you. Had to break somebody's heart and show them, okay, they want you to be a part of the team. You had to break your heart a couple of times, and you disappointed. I'm just disappointed. To show you who was really team you and who wasn't team you. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. Who was team you and who wasn't team you. And so Mercury is retrograde, right? But Source also had to show you like who was team you and who wasn't team you, but also who you was on their team and who was able to pull you away from people who was on their team. Source had to show you whose frequency you belong on. Because remember, the planets affect everybody. Show you whose frequency you were on, who you were supposed to be aligning with, who you were supposed to team up with. Okay, so speaking of team, right? So Mercury is currently retrograde. Mercury is the messenger and communication planet. Mercury rules Gemini. Gemini rules third house. That's the house of early education, intelligence, sibling interactions, logic, reason, also communication skills, short trips, and also hobbies, right? So y'all know y'all go on short trips with people, or if some of y'all have sibling relationships, sometimes you learn a lot. Even as an adult, y'all don't communicate the same way. Because now y'all watching tarot. When y'all was kids, y'all wasn't watching tarot. Y'all talking about something different now. Y'all talking about different stuff now. Now you talking about tarot. I was watching tarot. I'm talking about gemstones and crystals. You sitting somewhere meditating, doing all of this. And they looking at you like, I don't believe in that. And y'all on a short trip. It also rules Virgo, sixth house. Sixth house is all about health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices. Some of y'all are not eating the same foods y'all used to eat when y'all were kids. So it's sending out a message, right? But also Mercury is the knowledge and learning planet. So here we are in year 9, in the 9th house, Sagittarius, which is the temperance card. You're seeing things from a higher frequency now. That 9 is a death rebirth number. Some of these relationships have to come to an end because they're karmic. Some people are holding on to an infinite, that number 8, when it turned to the side, they still stuck in last year somewhere. They cannot, even with this lunar eclipse, they cannot break away from a cycle that they just stuck in. They stuck in a particular cycle. They can't number 9 a situation because they are still tied to a particular belief system that they're still stuck to people. They still stuck to people, places, and things, and they cannot break ties with that. So source is saying big money is coming across your path, and if you still talking to certain people, and you still in a spell, you still under a certain kind of a spell. And people who are team you and people who are on a particular frequency, that's the first thing they're going to ask you. If you want to team up with them, are you still talking to so-and-so? And they'll be able to tell by your vibration if you are or if you're not. Are you still talking to so-and-so? Tower, you're having an awakening. You're divinely protected, but you're in a very vulnerable state. So some kind of unwanted change, some kind of sudden upheaval is happening right now. So emotions are running high because we're still in a full moon phase. And when this moon moves into Scorpio around Tuesday, that's where it affects your genitalia area, right? See, some of us, I'm going to have to say us, some of us, come from a time where you put a big red mark over pictures in a yearbook, right? I don't know what some of y'all got digital yearbooks, but back in the day we had the book where you put a red mark over a picture. You're like, or like devil horns on somebody's picture, like they the devil. But I don't know what the yearbooks look like now. But anyway, source is saying to you, it's so much deeper than that spiritually. Sometimes you really, really do regret dating certain people, but the reason why you don't stay stuck in regret is because spiritually your knowledge has expanded. And you just say, okay, you can do things like toss things into a burning bowl. You can pray about it. You can just say, you know what, source, I didn't know better at the time. You know, I was going through some things. Remember, that was a karmic, because something could have been a karmic relationship. The number 8 is a karmic number. Remember, the death card, which is the karmic number, that's Scorpio's card. We're not talking about any Scorpios that you know. Find out what Scorpio is in your birth chart. That's a number. That's the eighth house rules is over renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, occult, mystery, intimacy. Right? You could have been intimate with somebody that you feel like, okay, you know, secretly intimate with somebody. You could have that something is now over with. You could have, you know, had questions about your sexuality that people feel like, okay, whatever, who cares? I mean, for real, where people feel like they know something about you or know something about somebody that you know, or they judging you. Because remember, the death card also connects us to the tower card. The tower card is Mars. Mars actually rules Scorpio, and it also rules the judgment card. So people could be judging you based on, they could have jumped to some conclusions because, let's say, for instance, you have maybe you're an ally of a particular community, and maybe they assume that you were a part of a particular community, right? Maybe all of your friends date interracially. So maybe somebody assumed that you date interracially too, and they assume, okay, well, you don't like them because you must like a particular type, and they judged you by that or whatever. Who knows, right? But source is saying, stop dating your shadow self. Stop dating people who are impulsive, in this case, who impulsively just jump to conclusions about stuff and don't really know, don't even slow down and take the time to give you a chance to even process anything. Just stop doing that. They are wasting your time and money. They're wasting your time and your money. Time is money. You know your self-worth. You love yourself, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, here we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands. You won't even be talking to certain people anymore. Three of Wands is a person who has an expansive knowledge. You're all about teamwork. Again, I see you I see you right here. Traveling. I see you here. We have commerce. Here we have rapid growth, expansion, looking ahead. I see you on a team as a leader who is now more assertive in terms of asking questions about how much, asking questions about, like, not just in terms of just having a title, but I see you asking about, like, how much authority you have in a position, right? So not just a title for just money, but just like how much authority do you have as a leader in a position, right? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even in your romantic relationship too, it's just like, sitting down and talking about birth charts and those kind of things. Really just kind of sort of slowing some things down, even in your romantic or dating, right? So yeah, so that's what somebody's having a Tower moment. Here we have Four of Wands here. Yeah, somebody has a new and exuberant love coming across their path, because here we have the Seven of Wands. You're closing out a cycle in love. You're defending your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. You're closing out a cycle within yourself without even coming across as defensive. Some people are going to be asking why. Because something just does not feel like home for you. Something does not feel like home for you. Figuratively, emotionally, spiritually, something just does not feel like home for you. It just doesn't. You're closing out a cycle. Learning how to be a little bit more conservative with your time. That could be a new career change for you. Remember, you all rule 10th house. So somebody is finally answering the actual call on their lives. You got to remember, a lot of people try a lot of things in their lives. You may have tried being, working at a fast food place. You may have tried 10 different types of jobs before you actually answer the call on your lives. Doesn't matter what your age is. People they'll judge you for all of it. How come this person jumped from job to job to job to job to job? How come they stand on a job they hate? Okay, I mean, since we asking questions, but so source is saying to you, you don't have to answer any of those things. You have to answer the call the source called you to do, because you already qualified for that. So yeah, so I feel like you're going to be on a team where you're passionate about what you do. The work ethic is already there. So yeah, here we have the Hierophant card, and you're going to see it. You're going to see the physical evidence of something. You already have the ethics. You already have the spirit of it. Like I said, some energies right before you make a decision, an offer comes through. You start having dreams, because people are astral projecting into your dreams, trying to make an offer to you to be a part of their team. That's what astral projection is. You start having dreams because you start feeling like, okay, am I making the right decision? That's where the confusion comes in. That's where Tower comes in, because you start having a total recall. It's a total recall. You start thinking, I'm not really sure which direction I should go in. Tower card just simply means prayer warrior. That's it. That's really all it is. Let me pray about it for complete and total clarity. And I choose source. I choose the creator. That's it. I don't choose anything that has judged me from my past, or anybody that I love from my past. I don't choose that and try to cause you to make somebody else have a tower moment where the tower will fall on them and ruin them. That's that. I'm not on team ruin somebody else, intentionally, knowingly ruining somebody else. So a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. A lot of them. This is Nine of Cups. Wishes come true. Good health. Yeah, I'm seeing good health here. Emotional stability, satisfaction, luxury coming your way. Six of Swords. That's right. Yeah. I see you continuing to travel. I see somebody relocating. I see someone transitioning. It's a lot of wonderful things that's happening for you as a result of you finally saying, okay, I'm standing firm in my decisions as a leader. Here we have Knight of Wands here. And you are moving on from, you're free from a lusty spirit. Someone who painted themselves as someone who was very chaotic, someone who was sexually excessive, someone who was very impulsive, who had a very angry spirit, who was reckless towards you, who was very impulsive towards you. But you're free from that. You're free. You're free. Yeah. Someone who you initially thought you were winning with, you're free from that. Who saw someone else, who saw everybody else as their competition. So it's like you're free from that. It could have been somebody you work with or somebody you were romantically linked with, but in this case, it was somebody you were dating, I guess. But here we have Queen of Cups here. Yeah. So, yeah. So a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. I keep trying to tell people. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, whoever you were dating. But here we have Queen of Cups. I do see you learning, and all of this is genderless, just so we're crystal clear. You're going to see your physical appearance change because stress can kill you when you're with the wrong energy, when you're with the wrong people, places, and things. It literally can just stress you out to no end. But Queen of Cups here, I see you learning how to pour into yourselves. This is your moon sign. I see you being more compassionate with yourselves. I see you being more nurturing with yourselves, more healing, calmer, more supportive, more comforting, with yourselves. Just being a part of a team that just encourages that. Just really encourages that, right? So, yeah. Something is a necessary transition for you. It's just a necessary transition for you. So 10 of Cups here. Yeah. Somebody just needs to be in a space where you really just feel like it's a safe space for you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, you just feel safe. That's where you need to be. So you're the one that's initiating some kind of a conversation. You're not sitting back anymore, just waiting for someone to initiate a conversation. You're not doing the astral projection, waiting for somebody to communicate with you. You are doing the communication, right? Yep. So, because something has been giving you some nightmares, some grief, some anxiety, some trauma, feelings of hopelessness, and something has been just flat out depressing for you. So, yeah. So, yeah. And so this is where you are. It's almost like something for you is just the thought of just somebody moving on without you has just been like just really hard for somebody. And here we have the 8 of Wands here. And so, yeah, so something is happening pretty fast. Something is happening really, really fast for you. And I feel like, so the 8 of Wands is also about traveling. I feel like somebody's getting ready to, and this could be part of someone's 10th house travel. So you're making some quick decisions too. You're making some quick decisions too about karmic relationships in general. You're making some real fast decisions as well. All right, let's get ready to close this out. Let me grab some more cards. Where's the other? Yeah, let me grab some more cards. Yeah, you're making some real quick decisions. Yeah, you're making some real quick decisions about some things. Yeah, a lot of people are seeing a lot of things on social media with celebrities right now, and unfortunately, their lives are in the public eye. Unfortunately, they don't get the luxury of, like having their information just like without prying eyes, and people are like, oh my God, this one going through this and they going through that. So if they have to pay child support or alimony or whatever, guess what? There's the public adding their 2 cents. The comment sections are not turned off. So source is saying to you, you get the luxury of, like I said before you get to your 10th house in North Node, maybe a small section of people knowing certain things, And so source is saying you get a chance to clean house before all of that, right? So this is where the Knight of Wands comes in, and this is where source is saying to you, you get a chance to kind of sort of, like I said before, you get a chance to close some things out quickly before you get to your, even though your sign rules 10th house, before you really get to, like I said, because it's big money coming across your path, you get a chance, almost like somebody's getting a do-over almost. That's what it looks like here. Almost somebody gets a do-over before something big happens here. And then we have the King of Wands. King of Swords here. Yeah. Almost before you get a do-over, you get to get free of something, quick. Your prayers get answered quickly, and you get a freedom, like freedom card. This is the Knight of Wands here. Free from the free to create, fearlessly, before things take off. Again, and so here we have the Three of Swords here, and move on from past disappointments. Move on from past disappointments. All right, here we have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, you get a chance to move on. Like you get a chance to walk away from something and become, now that you've emotionally matured, you get a chance to walk away from something that was like very cold-hearted towards you and just emotionally immature, and you get a chance to walk away from some energies that were mirroring as being compassionate towards you. You get a chance to walk away from that. Here we have the Two of Swords here. So this is where you felt blindsided, where you really felt blindsided and made to seem like you were the one that was argumentative, where you were being used as a pawn in the game and may not have even known it. So, yeah, you get a chance to move on from something. So I said, don't even overthink it. Don't overthink it. This is where the balance comes in. This is where the balance comes in. So money is coming across your path. Money is coming across your path. So like I said before, but before money comes across your path, and it happens like this all the time. So learn the lesson. This is where you absolutely need to know what your moon sign is and to pour into yourselves. Right here lets me know somebody is a chronic overthinker. This right here is a chronic overthinker. Somebody is grossly overthinking something. Please put down the overly caffeinated drinks. That's the coffee, the caffeinated teas, because that's going to further dehydrate you. Around, this weekend, around this week, because the moon is in, like I said, waning gibbous moon in Scorpio. You may be having memories of like around the sacral chakra area, lower areas, about like your past romantic relationship. That's where people start missing exes and thinking about, how good everything was and all of that other stuff. Because we all have all this that's where you want to recognize what your temptations are, right? This is where you want to drink extra water. This is where you want to replace it with healthy things, working out, hugging a tree, grounding. You're an earth sign. Find out what your moon sign is, pouring into yourself. In other words, detoxing, getting through it. Thursday, the moon will move into Sagittarius. That affects your liver again, the hip area, the thighs. This is where you want to really just vibrate higher, like see things from a higher frequency. This is where you want to aim higher, because then it's going to move into Capricorn. We have a last quarter moon in Capricorn, and start really thinking about your legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave? A legacy where you keep jeopardizing your money because you're weak in certain areas? Do you want to keep jeopardizing your money because you're weak in certain areas? Because Source knows exactly when you're ready to go to the next level. Source knows exactly when you're ready to go to the next level. So you really want to identify what your, what your temptations are. So here we had the six of cups is, and so yeah, this is where you want to double down and load up on water, because you have a lot of creativity, and this is letting me know that there's some energies who are going to want you to stay in the house. They're going to want you to stay in the house. If y'all know what I'm saying. If you're with somebody, they're going to want you to stay in the house. And so it's saying, that's going to be a no. That is going to be a no. So if you're by yourself, or if you're in a healthy environment, you want to stay in the house and create. But cut ties with anything that's unhealthy. So, yeah. So that you can stay focused. So if you can stay in the house and stay focused on things that, because this is where if you can stay in the house and create something where you can stay focused and stay away from energies who want you to stay in a house and do unhealthy things, if y'all know what I'm saying, then, and you can stay focused, energies are going to think you running away from them, right? It's better for people to think you running away from them and then you be tempted to do something that you going to regret later, when source is trying to tell you, hey, look, and put all this stuff on your calendar. Put all of this on your calendar. The moon, like I said, you're trying to trying to finish out this cycle strong. We're in eclipse season. And so eclipse season can be quite emotional. Right, so this season ends on the 28th of March, right? Ends on the 28th of March. And so we have a new moon and a solar eclipse on the 29th of March. And so, yeah. So, like I said, around Tuesday, Wednesday time, energies may be trying to reach out to you for some. Just double down on, like I said, staying focused. Double down and staying focused. Your diet is going to be important, doing your detox, your spiritual baths, drinking your water, those kind of things. But yeah, all right. If you have any questions, like I said, you all can schedule readings if you want to. But I think this is a lot of information for you all. You all are incredibly gifted and talented. And that's what it is, and that's what the enemy will try to attack with you all, because part of it in this aligns with your reading, because you all are incredibly smart and you're gifted and talented, and that's exactly what the enemy will try to attack. Trying to get you to hold on to try to attack your emotions, your sensuality, your sexuality, trying to attack your sense, your sensibility. Trying to hurt you, trying to make you feel some kind of way through your common sense, or, this kind of things, around your money and your spirit, and all, just trying to attack all four corners, trying to attack everything. So it's saying you just got to stay focused. You really, really just got to stay focused, right? So you're receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up to receive what the universe. Now, what I say, energetic pull. Yeah. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds, right? Exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right now, right here, right now. And so the pause is the shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny, and behold beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. So just let it be. Let it be and let go. Let go. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self you healed. That may be familiar to somebody. It may be familiar to you. It may be familiar because you may feel like, okay, this is familiar. This connects me with, people that, maybe I used to worship with, or people from my old job, or people from my old neighborhood, or my old such and such. At least I know somebody who knows somebody who, but you're going to have to learn how to rely on your feelings, how you feel about some things, and prayer, going through source and prayer. You're a prayer warrior, and let source show you the physical evidence of something. Sometimes you're gonna have to say, I got a feeling about something. I got a feeling about something. Source, show me the physical evidence of something. Let it come to me. Let it come to me. Let it come to me. Show me in the physical sense, in a way that I would understand. That's divine feminine energy, and I'm talking to men as well. It's not, people got the wrong view on masculine energy. That men are all, you hear me, men are hunters, right? A lot of when you know how to use your divine feminine energy, I have to do I would have to do a whole reading on that. But your divine feminine energy, right? Divine feminine energy, balance energy. So fruits of your labor. So rich gain is here, and so helping hand. No one can handle it all, and so looking. You have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms, and so transformation. And so you'll know, like I said, you will be reaching out to energies that you know are on your frequency, but you're very clear now who's not on your frequency. You're very clear at this point who's not on your frequency, and you won't want to team up with them anymore because they've already shown you. They've already shown you that they're not on your frequency. So you've gone through a transformation. This is about duality. These energies who all just wanted to make you seem like you're just this dark entity, and and every there's light and dark and everything. That's duality, right? So here we have wealth. So keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. That's right. So flexibility. Be flexible in your methods. Be flexible in your methods. So remember, the Tower is not a bad thing, right? It's an unwanted change for a lot of people around you, though, because they don't want you to see that you are protected, that you have an option to go to source. That's why so many people go, oh my God, I'm having a Tower moment. People don't want you to see that you have an option to go to source first. That you're just so divinely protected, you're having a total recall that, oh, that's right, I can go to source first. I don't have to keep going to everybody else around me. I can go to source. If I want physical manifestation of something, I have an option to go to source first. Source will show me what I need to see in spaces where people don't even know what I prayed for, but it's going to come out in some kind of way that I know it came from source, because them energies don't even know what I was praying for. Versus me going to familiar spirits, so they're manipulating something to make me feel like, okay, they're creating something to make it seem like, okay, oh, how they had an answer to something. They didn't even, when they know, and I had told them everything I was praying, that was, y'all know what I'm saying. But Source is going to show you the physical evidence. That's who you're initiating a conversation with. Source is already showing you that you don't need to keep dating your shadow self. Stop telling all your friends that this is my type, this is my type, this is my type, this is my type. When some of these people have shown you that they're not really your friends, because they were the ones that set you up with something that got you caught up in some mess. Or stop telling certain people certain things when they was the one that got you caught up in the wrong jobs, or put you in these crazy positions, right, where you now look back and you regret it. And so Source had to physically get you out of these, geographically get you away from some places, and in hindsight you go, wow, I thought this was my friend, I thought this is my friend, I thought this is my friend, I thought this is my friend, bare minimum. And Source is like, but they weren't. Okay, got it, loud and clear. So I don't have to go back to that. That is what I have for you. And friend, it could be certain family members too, let you consider as friends too. So let me be crystal clear. But that's what I'm saying too. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. I will see you all in the next video. But make it a fantastic week. But like I said, remember, it's not always about money. It's not always about money. Money is self-worth. It's your worth, your self-love, and your self-worth. And right, like I said before, stop dating people that represent your shadow self. Source had to clean house for you all. Had to really clean house for you all to show you there's certain energies, they still on that shady time. Let them go. Let them go in that shady energy. They're still in that shadow self energy. Let them go. Let them go. All right. That's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.